play the game or not.
Not currently.
So yeah, like the general consensus now is when I ask like my friends, like, hey, do you play League? The people that game, they're like, no. But they say it in a way like there's a reason, like there's a story. And I'm like, well, why? It's like, well, it's just toxic.
Yeah, I was waiting for the word because everybody uses the word toxic with the community.
Yeah, which it is.
That's why I think some people like it too.
Yeah, well,
at least they can spit some hot fire in there.
Yeah, it's toxic because it's a very like broad spectrum of skill level on there. There's like your beginners, and then there's like the people that have been playing it since the beginning, like me, which typically I don't play ranked or competitive. I just play normal stuff for fun, but I usually do pretty well. And so usually people aren't being toxic towards me. But I played like for the first 5 years, and then I stopped playing in like 2014. And then I just recently picked it up because my younger brother plays, and a buddy of mine from college. And so it's a way for me to like keep in touch with my younger brother who's 23. And I remember being that age and not really wanting to like hang out with family. Remember, it's like the young 20s, mid 20s, and your parents are like, why do you never call me? You don't love me. But no, it's just because I'm being a mid 20-year-old.
I'm kicking it. I'm doing stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, I was up late doing that. But I'm good now. I got my coffee, got my bathrobe.
Yeah, I like the bathrobe edition.
It's my girlfriend's bathrobe.
Bathrobe. I should throw that on sometime.
I don't own a bathrobe. It's my girlfriend's bathrobe. I wore her pink one yesterday.
Did you really?
Is that floral pattern on the trim? Oh no, it's not. It's just
it's like a Christmassy trim. But yeah, coffee and Pokemon, guys. This is like episode 5. Ooh, it's like becoming a thingy now. And if anyone's watching, say hey. No one's commented anything yet. Hello. Do you guys is everyone still sleepy like me? But yeah, I guess so a question I get asked a lot is from people just getting into the hobby, whether it's like a family, early, mid, late 30s family. It's a 2-income household now, so they got some extra money to play with. They got kids, and then they just heard that Pokemon is like cool again, right? Like all these social media guys are, like Logan Paul and Aoki, DJ guy, or like opening booster boxes of Pokemon cards, and they're like, what? Pokemon's cool. I used to love Pokemon. I want Pokemon now. But like, what's good? What's cool? Like, what should I buy when I go to the store? If I can find anything.
Whatever's on the shelf, I guess, is sometimes the answer to that because there's not much left. But.
Yeah. That cup of coffee was so full, it took me 5 minutes to walk from the kitchen. Like, but usually my response to that is like, well, what are you looking to collect? Or are you looking to collect? Or are you looking to like invest? Or are you looking to flip? So like that, those are probably the 3 main questions. Like, are you just wanting to make like a nice binder collection? Do you want to start collecting one set and one set only? Because there's people like that. My girlfriend's sister's brother-in-law, when he first started collecting, maybe like a year ago, he would only get Burning Shadows. That's it. Because he wanted to complete the set. And then I'm like, well, good luck, because you're never going to pull that Charizard, but we can dream big. But and then he also is opening up Darkness Ablaze too. So like that's all he'll buy for now until he completes the set. So yeah, like I guess for that kind of collector that wants to get into it now and looking for like a set or 2 to keep an eye out for in stores. I know I have my 1 or 2, but what do you think? What would you say?
Yeah, it has not changed a ton, I guess, in my opinion, in the last 6 months. Vivid Voltage was the one that I didn't think Vivid Voltage would hit as hard as it did. Definitely didn't think boosters would be over $200 now.
Yeah.
Over $200. I never would have guessed that.
What's up, Matt?
I underestimated it. Yeah. So those, Vivid Voltage, and you're going to find that out on the shelves right now. It's still getting stocked at least some places. So when you do see it, I think that's a good grab.
I think that's a big, yeah. I feel like Vivid's going to blow up. I feel like, so were we supposed to get like 3 or 4 waves of that initially? Like they announced a certain number of waves, and I think it was like 3 or 4. So I think we're starting to see kind of the tail end of the major restocking for now of Vivid Voltage. And so like when I see it in stores, I buy it. But if I see like 6 single boosters, I buy them just to hang on to. And I would say that's definitely one that's out there getting restocked in stores that I would keep an eye on and pick up as a collector and an investor and a flipper. Because I think we're at the tail end of like a bigger price jump. Like the prices are already going up, but it's only booster boxes, because usually the booster boxes will inflate first and then everything kind of follows that. Like Unified Minds, Fates Collide, all these Cosmic Eclipse,
Lost Thunder went up.
Like all these Sun and Moon sets that we started seeing like a dwindling supply of booster boxes on. The booster boxes will jump up in price. I know Cosmic is up there, but the Elite Trainer boxes followed suit. Fates Collide Elite Trainer boxes, I think 2 or 3 months ago, were $70-$80. Unbroken Bonds that happened with too. Like you could get booster boxes from local card stores. You could find them on eBay or readily available for $175. I believe that booster box is $400 now, is about the price it's selling for. We're talking about Unbroken Bonds. And the Elite Trainer box went from like $75, $80. I remember when Taylor Parmelli was razzing them as a set for like $225 back in August. And now that Elite Trainer box is $150, $175 as well. So yeah, usually the booster box trend first, and then everything else kind of follows suit afterwards. So I think we're going to see a jump in the Vivid Voltage Elite Trainer boxes too. If you see Elite Trainer boxes for Vivid Voltage, I would pick up some, throw them in your closet. Could be $100 box here pretty soon. It's getting up there. About 60. Was it like 60 now? 50, 60, maybe 70 somewheres. It's not quite started its upward movement just yet, but it will soon. So Vivid Voltage.
What's that? Well, I lost you for a second. What was that?
Oh, no, nothing.
Yeah, so booster boxes, right? Like, no matter what, so whether you're doing sealed, if you're trying to collect a particular card in a particular set, it's the only thing that has guaranteed hits, right? So you should want to buy that. If you're buying to just have something sealed, it's the thing that's going to have the biggest upswing on value if you keep it sealed, right? Yeah. And if you do want to flip it, it's probably going to be the thing that goes up in value the fastest, so you can flip it the fastest, right? So for all 3 things, if you're looking out there, if you're willing to actually spend a little bit more than just going out and spending whatever on 1-2 packs, you got to buy booster boxes. That's the way to go. Booster boxes and then ETBs. Those, if they're particularly sealed, I definitely suggest that. But if you're trying to collect like a particular set, TCG and eBay and the Facebook group is probably a lot better than you trying to go out and source booster packs, rip, and try to collect that entire set. So it's a good point that you make, Curtis. Like, what is it that you want to collect? why do you want to collect it, and then build how it is that you go about buying product around what it is that your actual goal is, right? Because a lot of people go out there and buy whatever they possibly can, and when you do that, you put yourself in a weird situation where now you got to choose, how do I resell some of this? What do I actually want? And then you kind of make that choice after the fact.
Weird financial situation.
But yeah, booster boxes, that's where it's at. So go
Justin,
booster boxes, particularly this year. So I think this year we are at a point where, the booster boxes, what we saw in 2020 isn't exactly normal either. For new collectors, holiday sets are always good because there is no booster boxes, right? So holiday sets inherently, just because there is no guaranteed hit box, the cards that are inside them are going to be valued probably a little bit higher, and thusly the scarcity is going to be higher, and the demand tends to be pretty high on holiday sets. So collectors, flippers, whatever, holiday sets are usually a good place to start as well.
Lil Uzi Kurt, Juicy J. We got Juicy J and Psych Ward in the house. These are local guys down here in Pennsylvania. Cole Sanders, Brett Kimler.
Juicy J.
So, like, personally, I PC or personally collect Scyther and Sizor, and full art trainers, specifically the ladies, and that's kind of it. Like, I don't collect complete sets, because if I did that, I would I wouldn't bring any money in, because I would be opening everything. But I love a lot of sets, like
putting together a master set and then flipping it. That's something that but it's tough if you're just ripping in order to get there.
Right. Yeah. So a lot of people like just specific Pokemon. Like my brother likes Gengar and Kabutops. My sister likes Ninetales. Are you Suicune, or is that Trevor? You're Gengar, aren't you?
No, Gengar is Trevor. I collect Lucario and Greninja.
That's what it is. Yeah, Lucario and Greninja. So, like, do you rip for those, or do you look for them and buy them as singles?
So my favorite sets, right, are, and this is weird because these sets aren't usually what people are going.
I'm losing you.
But I love it. It has Greninja in it. Has a bunch of Lucario in it, so I like that set too. So I rip those, and then I go out and I hunt for them at local card shops and on Facebook Marketplace. And when we get bulk or I'm sorting cards, I'm looking for those too, and I buy them from us, and then I put them in my collection. Right?
Yeah.
But Suicune is like the patron saint of the company. That's what we like to say, our patron saint Pokemon.
Nah.
Blessing our pulse.
I used to love that back when I played Crystal. Some Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage is a good pickup if you see it in stores. What else?
Available. I guess that's the message. Like battle styles, it's weird because I didn't think that Vivid Voltage was going to be hot. I definitely didn't think the trainers in Vivid Voltage would be hot, right? Like of all the different cards, I would have guessed, okay, maybe the Pikachu, maybe the Amazing Rares, but I wouldn't have guessed what's happening with those trainers. So the thing with battle styles that's coming up, some people are saying like, we don't really know, it's a player set, some of the alternate arts are cool. Right now, with the way that Pokemon is going, we are finding that the stuff that has low barrier of entry and cost will go up, and we see those full art trainers, the Amazing Rares. For anybody that's coming in, anything that's new that's getting put on shelves, I think it's good to invest in. I think it's something that's going to go up in cost pretty much as you get it, just because of demand, people ripping and shipping, doing all these other things. It's going to be worth grabbing. Other sets, we know everything with a Charizard in it, right? That's pretty much like if it has a Charizard in it, you can do. It's a great collecting set. It's a great sealed set. It's a great flip set. You mentioned Burning Shadows. Shining Legends is another one that I would keep an eye on. Dragon Majesty is still one that continues to really go up if you can actually find it. Hidden Fates, of course. XY evolutions. I mean, it's in Galar tins, which, you know, the entire tin, if you buy one of them, the one pack pays for the entire tin, really.
Yeah.
That's in it. So there's
believe
still some of this stuff that's pretty readily available out there. That's really desirable.
You got to make sure to get those Galar tins that have, I believe, on the tin, on the bottom side, there'll be a number, like an ID number on that tin, and it's K19. Will have the evolutions pack, and the it'll be a sword and shield, evolutions and sword and shield, and it's got the zip back on it too. Because like we talked about last time, I think a lot of those. Do you think a lot of those got reversed or pulled to get repackaged and then put back out? Yeah.
You think? I mean, anything. It all depends on where it is too. Like, you know, you're in a city that has people that are looking for Pokemon actively. There's plenty of places out there where there's, you know, fully stocked shelves and there's nobody hunting it. As crazy as that sounds.
Yeah, no, there is. I've seen them. Like, there's one or two places around here, you know, that are like my little Pokemon honeypots.
Okay, so really good topic.
But I find them.
This is perfect because everybody knows Target and Walmart, right? But I find a lot of places, you know, even GameStops where, you know, people aren't hunting, right? They're just going to Walmart and Target. They're not going to these other places. So this is a good topic. What places other than the big boxes do you go, Curtis, to hunt for your card?
Like you said, so around here, obviously I have a lot of competition with guys that do mainly sports, but they'll pick up, I mean, I know because they message me. There's very few places where I have a lead on to be there, like to be able to get stuff. So I get messages like, "Hey, do you want these Kanto Power boxes?" "Hey, I have Hidden Fates tins," you know, like, and then they're like, "Do you want it?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Well, what do you want for it?" And it's just a price that doesn't make sense for me. I'm like, "That's fine," you know. But GameStop, yeah, like there's no sports cards there, so you know it's Pokemon. So, but even that's hard, you know. If they get Hidden Fates tins in, they don't last the day. But I love Party Cities.
Yeah.
Because Party Cities will have a pretty decent sized Pokemon section up at the front.
Sun and Moon, right? Like Lost Thunder. They have Sun and Moon. Right?
Yeah,
like Lost Thunder in there. What else?
I went to one actually.
Celestial Storm. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to one last week, and they had like 10 of these. They're $5. Celestial Storm is like a $10 pack right now, and so that was, you know, awesome. They also had Cosmic Eclipse, so they'll have the check lane blisters and then the sleeve booster packs too, which those are like $9-10 a pack. They sell them for $5. And what you do is, and I recommend doing this anywhere that you go, anywhere you shop. Like just pull up your phone, go online, and search coupons for there. Because I went into Party City. And I'm so glad I did. But I did Party City coupons. And then it pulled up the Party City website. And then it had like an online or in-store 20% off coupon or 25% off. I don't remember. And I was like, yeah, score. So I got all this stuff for an extra 20% off. So look for your coupons.
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby will have some stuff. I've seen like the little thinner Dragonite tins. Or Salamence tins, and
they sometimes have tins in the Dragonite tins. So does Rite Aid actually. Rite Aid and Walgreens, you shouldn't sleep on. They had, you know, those mystery boxes which were pretty stellar. Everybody loved those. But I just saw it has Lucario. It's like a Lucario promo box. It has 2 packs in it. One's Crimson, and I think the other one was XY or Unbroken. Don't quote me on that, but it's a 2-pack thing. So Rite Aid and those guys work with a lot of repackagers. So you see, I think they had Hidden Fates in those Lightning You know what I'm saying? The green lightning.
Yeah, it's a lightning box. It's got 4
Yep.
packs in it. Man, I've seen anything from Hidden Fates to XY Evo to Dragon Majesty. You know, you'll find all that stuff in those. I haven't seen those boxes in a while though, but Walgreens, CVS, some gas stations. I've seen Pokemon booster packs at gas stations.
I think Circle K is in there. One that I really like is Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble will have like they had a bunch of Champions Path ETBs on first wave, so they get stuff like that in. Usually, if that really good stuff is picked over, they still have everything else there. It's just not a store that a lot of people traffic just for Pokemon. So, you know, even the smart guys or whoever did Scalper go out and grab, you know, really good ETBs. There's usually the scraps there left of other really good Pokemon products that you can buy. So,
Tyler Cook says GameStop's question mark. Yeah, GameStop's care. So GameStop's, you should get on if you want to get on pre-orders for stuff. GameStop will get allocated new product. On the Goldenrod page here, we'll always post whenever those pre-orders are open, and you can do it online. If you're not around your store, you can go to a store, get a GameStop gift card, and then call the store you want it like picked up at. Because I've done this before where I've been traveling, but I'm from Pensacola. I'm like in Texas. But they'll have pre-orders open for, I did this with Vivid Voltage. They had pre-orders open for their build-in battle boxes. So you have to put like $5 down per item to pre-order stuff, but it's totally refundable. They could get the stuff in at GameStop and then call you and you'd be like, oh, well, actually, you know, I don't want that product anymore. And they're like, cool, whatever. They just put it out. And then they refund you your $5.
Yeah.
So I go into GameStop, get like a $50 gift card. You know, I pre-order like 10 over the phone, and then I can give them a gift card over the phone. They can't take a debit card over the phone. So that's one way to be able to get your pre-orders in. But get your GameStop Pro accounts set up because they run stuff all the time, like spend $300, get a $30 coupon, and you can take $30 off whatever you want. You can spend like $200 and get $20 off. Bye, cutie. And good luck with your estate sale hunting. Find Pokemon cards. All right, I will. But yeah, so and then everything you spend, you can like do point rewards. I probably saved $400 from having a pro account at GameStop, and
yeah,
definitely worth it. So yeah, GameStop's what we talk about. Walgreens, CVS, Party City, wholesale places. So like Sam's Club, BJ's Wholesale are just specific ones that I go to. There's ones Myers. Is Myers Wholesale place?
There's one of those around me, but yeah, I commonly see. Especially there was like a really cool Myers mystery box around the same time that there was once at Walgreens. So that's a pretty popular place to get them too. Is that Midwest? Myers?
I guess I've never been to one. I think it might be Midwest West Coast.
Okay. One that I saw yesterday I thought was pretty interesting was Cracker Barrel had full
Cracker Barrel
side caps of Vivid Voltage at it. So that's probably a sleeper that a lot of people haven't checked out. Where local card shop. You know, I see people going to one local card shop that's charging $15 for a pack, and you go to the next local card shop down the street and they're charging $5 for that exact same pack. You know, it's really up to the shop and how they choose to price it all out. So if you start asking around your community, even if you Google stuff and, you know, look online and look at where all the local card shops at, chances are the good ones are not listed.
Yeah.
You need to talk to people in the community, and chances are you're going to find a couple really good and really well-priced card shops.
Yeah, and you can ask a local card shop that's like more commonly known, but the chances of them being like, yeah, go to my competition,
Right.
might be kind of low. But ask around if you meet people in town that like, cards, or you can go to the local card shop that you know about, find other people in there, other patrons of, strike up conversation and say, hey, are there other card shops in town? And just network that way, because there was at least 2 here in Pensacola that I didn't even know about. My girlfriend posted up a bunch of empty tins on Marketplace, and this guy came in and bought like 50 of them for like $1 a piece. It was an old guy, and we start talking, and he's like, yeah, I'm just getting some stuff to sell in my shop. And I'm like, your shop? He's like, yeah, it's called Florida Seas. It's over on, said street, and I have everything and anything, trading cards, collectible figures. And I'm like, oh, like, can I Google it? And he's like, I don't know. He's like a 70-year-old man. So, yeah, you just never know.
Places don't really need to advertise. They have such a good cult following that, that hasn't been what they needed to do. There's a lot. I mean, that just as we've talked, that was like 10, 15 places. I guess the moral of the story is be watching everywhere. Anybody can sign up with one of these vendors if they're a franchise, if they're an actual, if any business can actually sign up and start getting it. I know that even like little local shops in rural towns, like antique like tourist trap towns, you walk into a little t-shirt shop, and in the back they have rings of Pokemon cards, and it's just it's weird. But somebody in the shop at some point in time wanted to sell them. They had a little toy section, and they said, okay, well, let's just get a little toy. One of the distributors will start getting Pokemon cards too. Just you got to be really vigilant, but they're out there almost everywhere. Said an estate sale that your girlfriend's going to, like, keep an eye out everywhere. Places you never expect. Be careful. There's a lot of just straight fake from China if you go to the flea market or whatever it is.
Yeah, I've been to the flea market, and there was a guy selling Pokemon Go trading cards that were like third-party made. It's basically like a screenshot of a Pokemon Go screen with the Pokemon on it. But they were like $1 a pack. I bought, so he had a couple booster boxes of them, like fake booster boxes. They're not Pokemon products. But the cards looked cool. I don't think I have any that's within reach of me, but to grab and show. But I bought like 2 boxes full. I think I spent like $50 because they were fun. I figure, it'd be something I can open and make a video on to be like, hey, this is fake. If you see it, this is what it looks like.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. You could just look at how awful they are. Yeah, that'd be great.
Speaking of fake product, like that's something any new collector or someone getting into the hobby should do, is like get on YouTube or do a little bit of research on like identifying fake products, cards, and sealed products. Because even like my girlfriend, like I was at a store with my girlfriend, and she bought some cards, and we got in the car, and she's like, look what I bought. And I'm like looking through them while I'm driving, and I've seen enough cards and I've seen enough fake cards that right away I was like, that full art looks kind of weird. It should have texture on it, but it did not. So
it's so tough because like what was the ones that we were looking at? The Evolutions Charizard, the one that has the Japanese lettering on it. I was with Steve Swanson, who's on here quite a lot. We were looking at like 3 of them all right next to each other, and all of them were packed fresh, and all of them looked slightly different. It was just driving us nuts,
Yeah.
So too, where you're gonna have cards that you look at where you're like, oh, I think this looks fake, but it was just the way that Pokemon printed that one too.
Right.
Let's see those.
So like here, And then you can tell by like just the way they're made too. Like it's a thinner material.
Ooh, yeah.
The
You can just see.
the colors are off. And I'm trying to find like a real card here to show the difference of Nick Daniels. If you're watching, I got your card signature to ship you. So like if I were to put all three of these up like this, you know, like even pictures and video, you can't really tell, like from the looks of the back of them.
So is
like
the middle one the legit one?
so there's like one real card here, and yeah, it's like very minute. Like this one is a darker shade of blue.
Yeah.
And you can just tell the quality and like the details on it is a lot better than say like this one where it's off, the card's thinner. If you see full art stuff like this, you know, that should be textured and it's not, it's just really sleek, you know, like the people that make fake cards, they can't replicate the texture. And then on the back side too, like it just looks very matte. And it's like I said, it's kind of hard to explain until you like get them in your hand. But when you handle so many cards, you can just kind of tell like this is, you know, it's thicker. It's like cardboardy. I don't know how to explain it. And these are just way too thin and flimsy. You know, like you shouldn't be able to do that with a Pokemon card. But yeah, like but if you see these in a binder, like let's say you're online shopping or not, yeah, online like Facebook Marketplace shopping, and you go meet someone for their collection, and it's a binder collection, and you just see these sitting in there, and you don't take them out and look at them, you can be very easily duped on those because from the front, if you don't know to look for texture, they look okay. But you know, it's the backside and the way they feel and whatnot. Like these, like if you put these side by side and you look at the color of the blue Pokemon lettering outline, you know, like these are actually both fake cards. You know, fake cards are not all created equal. The one back here is the real one. So yeah, just do a little educating with you know, find some time to do that. And then here's the Pokemon Go cards.
That is ugly.
Pokemon Go, giant final boss Raticate.
It's awesome.
But like,
I mean, it looks like a bunch of stickers. It's great.
What's that shattered glass look on them? I actually thought they were kind of cool looking. Like here's
man, it's a Pokemon card. They're cool, yeah.
There's one that's not shattered glass. That. But I don't know, like somebody that collects Ninetales, like my sister might want one.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Somebody will want. I mean, all that. Some fake cards are really sweet, you know, especially when they're really cheeky or
you know, like Lucario.
They're crossing two different things or something.
Do you want a fake Lucario?
Kinda. Yeah, kinda.
Oh, you see how how glossy that back is?
Yeah, there's sheen on it.
Yeah, see that? That should not do that. Yeah, this was in a fake Hidden Fates booster pack, and literally every card in the booster pack was a fake shiny baby, and then the very first card in there is like a tag team, which should not be in Hidden Fates. Yeah.
It is pretty jarring
when why do you have so many fake cards? Well, because I know, well, the Pokemon Go stuff I bought, but the other stuff, like, people will tell me they, like, hey, is this fake? Because I bought it. I'm like, yes, that's totally fake. I'll give you $20 for it. Because I like having stuff to make stuff out of. And it's good raw material for like a coaster or something.
You can get creative with it. So yeah. I'm almost out of coffee, and I wanted to do a segment with you. So I thought maybe once a week or whenever I'm on, once-ish a week, I would open a pack thanks to Aurora Beam Collectibles. But I wanted to do it where I show you the cards. You can tell me each Pokemon as I'm pulling them.
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll do a blind reaction as you're telling me which one each one of them is. So hopefully we can get something good out of it. Does that sound good?
Yeah. Charizard.
Wait, huh? I don't think so. All right. We'll do this. We'll ski daddle.
Do we both want to do a pack simultaneously? And you react to mine?
You react to yours? Okay.
All right.
Wow, that's a good sign.
Is it white code?
It was. Okay. So
if you pull the rainbow,
So
do I
can you see it?
Cool. Oh, it's a lightning badge. Nice. Little Nuzleaf chilling out in the leafies. Here's a fancy water energy. It's a wash energy. Oh, how convenient. Sirchester hot bath, hot steamy bath.
Ooh, okay.
Poochiana. We got a Rock Ruff. We got a Blitzel. Oh, we got a what's his Skiddo? Is that a Skiddo? Yep, Skiddo.
Skiddo.
We got Pharaoh Seed. Looking pointed this morning. There's a Leon Reverse Hollow, and behind the champ himself, behind door number one. Wow, are you fucking kidding me?
What do you mean?
Pikachu VMAX? Are you joking me right now?
No way.
Wow. Wow. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. How dope would that have been if that was the rainbow one? Aurora Beam. Check it out.
Oh, yeah, guys.
Nice.
Wow, look at that. First pack we do on.
Am I your lucky?
That was, I had a feeling. I was like, I'm going to do this, and Curtis is going to give me some luck. Wow. Well, just for that, whoever wants this, please have it. Please take it. That's good karma. Wow, that was really good.
Karma. Yeah, have you pulled one of those yet?
I have not pulled one of those yet. No, that is my first.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, we'll do that every time. I like that little segment.
That was fun, right? That was good.
Yeah, Big Boy Pika.
It was really cool to hear you go, no way. And I was like, is he messing with me? He's messing with me. There's nothing there.
No way.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know if everybody has gotten on this, but these blisters, people say the hit rates they're getting on them tend to be a little bit better than their booster hit rates on particularly the VMAX Pikachu. So that's kind of weird that just happened.
Yeah, so my best hit rates, like everyone says this, they'll pull something out of something and they'll be like, oh, this is the best product. But like the only thing that I personally have pulled nice stuff out of have been those little mini binder packs with a Vivid Voltage in it. So you get like the little binder and you get a pack of Vivid Voltage and it's in a plastic bag. It's like a hanger. Right now, actually, and this may not be on a lot of people's radar, but at your Targets, back in the Valentine's Day section, they'll have just a little bit of sports, they'll have just a little bit of Pokemon, and they're putting those boxes full. There'll be like 12 to a box of those little binders. It'll be a Vivid Voltage little binder. It's like a 50-card binder, and then it'll have a Vivid Voltage pack, and it'll be like $4.99. So you can get a $5 Vivid Voltage pack and the binder as well for like $5. If you're looking for Vivid and you can't find it, go back into your Target Valentine's Day section and check it out. Do it.
Yeah, those little I saw a bunch of them, the little portfolios, right? It has like all the little leaves in them, and then the back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which I didn't know for the longest time that they had cards in the back. I just never knew that. I never looked at them. I just thought they were a little card sleeve thing. So yeah, even if it's old sets or whatever, all those portfolios have a card or pack in the back of them.
Right.
I never knew that.
Right. Well, I think this was a good little 40-minute sesh here. We'll go ahead and call it if you're good with it. And what is it, Friday? Yeah, we'll set up our next time.
All right, sounds good. Nice seeing you, Curtis. Thanks everybody in Golden. If you didn't know, I'm Zach Humphrey, Aurora Beam Collectibles. This is the web store. Check it out. We're getting more product on there as early as next week.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Good.
My Coliker, yes, Valentine's Day section over in Target. Check it out. Ashley Humphrey had to see what happened since I heard your squeals from upstairs. Woo!
He's gonna go, yeah, how much?
How much? How much? All right, brother. Love you. Love you. Bye. Toodles.